Welcome back to another N.y.a show, episode 35, I believe. Appreciate anybody and everybody who checks out the show, shares, likes, comments, say something about it. Appreciate you 100%. Prayers up. Hope everybody got support down there in Texas this week. Everybody that's up north in the Baltimore's, New Jersey regions, all those regions. I hope everybody doing all right because I was paying attention this week. A lot of work in those areas and things were messed up. I know y'all see the news, so I'm hoping everybody in good spirits. Hope y'all feeling good tonight because, of course, I am here to bring you a show. Now, here's a place. Please forgive how I'm going to pronounce half of these things, but I'm just finding out, and I thought that I should share this information going on in Myanmar, Burma. Let me see if we can get a good map picture going right now. This is over in Asia. Pretty far from where we are here in the United States, but I just wanted to be sure that everybody knew where I was talking about on a map. You can look this place up. So let me tell y'all what happened. The junta seized power after detaining Suu Kyi and preventing Parliament from convening, saying election in November were tainted by voter irregularities. What that sound like? Who that sound like? The election outcome in which Suu Kyi's party won by a landslide was affirmed by an election commission and has since been replaced by the military. The junta says it will hold new elections in a year's time. Do you know how long that is to take over the place, like a full military coup of a place? Security forces have been increased their pressure against anti-coup protesters early Saturday, using water cannons, tear gas, slingshots, rubber bullets against demonstrators and striking dock workers in Mandalay. At least 5 people were injured by rubber bullets and had to be carried away in ambulances, according to Associated Press and witness. Please, graphic pictures. Please, you got a bad stomach, these are graphic. Some of the pictures graphic. If you caught any clip of any of those. Opponents of the coup took to the streets in several of Myanmar cities and towns with members of ethnic minorities, poets, transport workers among demanding an end to a military rule and the release of elected and Sang Suu Kyi and others. These are elected people who a coup came in, the military came in and said, nah, that ain't right. So there was some false shit going on, and we just take this whole shit over. Some protesters have fired catapults at police in Mandalay, who responded with tear gas and gunfire, though it was initially not clear if they had been using live ammunition or rubber bullets. One man died from a head wound. Media workers, including Lee Kang, an assistant editor with the Voice of Myanmar, media outlet in the city, and Mandalay Emergency Security said. A volunteer doctor confirmed that there have been 2 deaths. One shot in the head, died at the spot. Another one died later from a bullet wound to the chest. Police were not available for comment. The UN, the United Nations, they have condemned this. The United States, I think y'all saw that on the first slide, they have condemned this. But it just it's important to pay attention to things like this because you witness what happened over here this past November and what was being taught to as the truth, and how over in this place, a place outside of the United States, their democracy has been captured. It has been seized. It's at this point right now, it is gone. Military came in and said, we're going to decide when we run this next election and we're going to get this shit right. So it's interesting that they came in and they did such things, such extreme things, extreme measures. And I want to play this video song too, so everybody had a chance to see what's going on. This is the elected official. Her and her people jailed. They said, no, you guys are committing fraud. I want to know what you guys think about this. Bring some awareness to it. Maybe tweet about it if you find any interest to you. But it's democracy in these other places and how it's practiced here as well is all questionable. But anybody, please take a moment to check this story out, see what's going on in the world. It'll probably have a lot more tweets, probably by the morning time. And of course, I appreciate anybody who took the time to check the show out this week. We must always put our best foot forward. All my creators, everybody out there doing their thing, I appreciate y'all, and take a moment, like I said, to see what's going on in this story, in this place at this time. Protesters have been killed. You know what goes on at demonstrations here in the United States. And I just want to wish everybody a good week. It's N.y.a show for this week, and y'all have a good one.